companies spend nearly $10 billion a year on advertising to attract what they call youth replacement smokers. They know that eventually older tobacco users will get sick, will die, and they need young people to start vaping or smoking to continue making money. My name is Caitlin Schucker. I'm a tobacco treatment specialist with Spectrum Health, Gerber Memorial, and also part of our Breatheway and Headway Coalitions. Part of my role is to help patients quit smoking, vaping, or chewing, and then part of my role is to come into schools and do vaping prevention lessons and education and really just try to teach students the difference between the myths and the facts and look at, what the tobacco companies want you to believe versus what is reality. Tobacco companies for generations have really been targeting youth, and some of their actions are a little more sneaky and some of them are pretty easy to be seen here. One of the examples is in cartoons. They have used different characters like in the Flintstones to really just kind of make it a social norm that their youth are seeing people smoke. They really want youth to kind of be comfortable with that idea of smoking and using tobacco products, because then they know that as those tobacco products change, they really have this foundation where they're more comfortable with seeing people smoke and eventually might be more open to the idea of smoking or using tobacco products themselves. Youth cigarette smoking was at an all-time low, and tobacco companies really saw this as an opportunity to invest in vaping. They know that if they can push a sleeker, trendier tobacco product that comes in over 15,000 flavors, that they'll have a better chance at addicting youth to nicotine. Youth who vape are at least 4 times more likely to then go on and smoke cigarettes, which means even more money for tobacco companies.
I believe that the colors and flavors can draw in younger students or younger people to vape because they might like that flavor or food in real life, so they might want to try it in a vape form. They're really, using different tobacco products and making them look like other items. You can see some sour mints here, gum, candy, ice cream, different flavors that appeal to youth.
I feel like kids are much more likely to start vaping with flavored stuff just because it just seems like it's so much better and it doesn't seem harmful to us when it really is.
Common ones look at, it's just water vapor, it's harmless water vapor. But we know that that is not true. These devices have a mix of a lot of different harmful chemicals, things like benzene that's found in gasoline, arsenic that's found in rat poison, a lot of heavy metals because these devices are metal, and these are a lot of the same products that are found in cigarettes. So again, taking a lot of similarities from the marketing that they use with cigarettes and the actual cigarette itself.
They see, there's all these cool flavors, all these cool things we could try, but they don't actually look into how it could affect you or what it does to your body.
And so this is a really good graphic that looks at popcorn lung. It's a serious, irreversible lung condition that affects our lung's smallest airways. So it causes inflammation. That's where you see that swelling here in the airway and scarring. And so this is a disease that you can't get rid of, and it gets worse over time.
Social media has a big effect on people and kids our age specifically, and it's advertised a lot and posted on Instagram and in a cool way. And it's not cool, it's just something people use to look cool on social media.
And then we look at these ads too. So I would consider this kind of the more direct ways that tobacco companies target youth. Juul is often credited as creating this youth vaping epidemic because they really heavily targeted towards youth, and they did so on social media. They've actually paid for music festivals. They've done scholarships where they will ask students to write why e-cigarettes are safe or better than smoking.
My name is Catherine Mader, and I am the project coordinator for drug-free communities in Headway County, and I help to lead the Headway Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition and our work with the youth in Newaygo County. I think it's really critical that we as a community and parents and community members, tobacco retailers within the community are educated and continue to educate themselves and promote the risks of youth tobacco use.
I feel like students would not want to vape if their parents or their friends' parents kept the smoking down in their homes, or they chose to stop smoking. Because if there's no smoking around the students, then they feel as if it would be better for them, or parents would smoke all the time and be like, don't smoke, you can't do this. as they're doing it, and then the students feel that it's still okay because their parents are doing it, even though they're told not to be doing it.
We have data from our students indicating that they are experiencing a high increase in substance use as well as a high increase in experiencing mental health indicators such as depression, anxiety, and suicidal ideations.
The area of the brain responsible for emotions and controlling impulses, known as the prefrontal cortex, which is still developing until around the age of 25, is especially vulnerable to nicotine's effects. Research shows nicotine exposure can affect decision-making, memory, and the ability to pay attention and learn.
Our data also has correlated the two, and it is showing that both substance use and mental health indicators are directly related.
There are a ton of really great free resources out there for youth who are wanting to quit vaping. So one of them is My Life, My Quit. This is ran by the same people that run the Michigan Tobacco Quit line for adults in our state. And so youth can either online chat, call, or text with specially trained quit coaches who will work with youth over 5 sessions to help them quit. So that's a really great one. Another one is called This Is Quitting. This is done by the Truth Initiative, another organization that works really well with youth, has a long-standing history of working with youth. And so this is just a text program. So both are really great options. We know that nicotine is very, very addictive, especially for the developing brain. So it's addictive for everybody, but if your brain is still developing under the age of 25, you're even more vulnerable to that nicotine addiction. Quitting vaping is hard, but it's possible, especially with help of professionals with looking at all of those free resources out there.
We are AOKC and we partnered with Headway to make this video.
Say no to vaping.
Say no to vaping.
Say no to vaping.
Say no to vaping.
Say no to vaping.